All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. We always begin with our land acknowledgement. The forest preserves of Cook County acknowledge that we are on the lands of the councils of the three fires, the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, the Potawatomi, as well as the Miami, the Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Sauk, and Mishwaukee peoples. As a land management agency, we acknowledge that we've played a role in shaping the histories of our local Native Americans by acquiring this land. We also recognize, share, and celebrate their immemorial ties to this land. We commit ourselves to developing deep partnerships that advocate for progress, dignity, and humanity of the many diverse Native Americans who still live and practice their heritage and traditions on this land today. I want to thank those who've joined us, including our General Superintendent and his team, Morgan Waller from Commissioner Miller's office. Where's Morgan? Right there. Okay, thank you, Morgan. Amy Eagle, representing the Homewood Science Center. Where are you, Amy?
I'm right here.
Behind me. Okay, good. Teresa Odom, who's our Chief of Police. Thank you, Teresa. Chief Odom, sorry. Deborah Walker Johnson, who's Executive Director of the Forest Preserve Foundation, right there. Okay. And David Jones, who is our American Sign Language interpreter. The COVID pandemic has driven home the importance of the forest preserves of Cook County to our communities, our families, our health, and our peace of mind. Across Cook County, almost 70,000 acres of open space are protected and maintained as an invaluable legacy for all of us. In that spirit, today we're announcing a new initiative that aims to bring even more people out to the preserves. The Connecting People to Nature Challenge is a commitment by the Forest Preserves to invest almost $1 million across 3 diverse locations for site improvements and community outreach. We are here in one of those sites, Sauk Trail Woods, in south suburban Cook County. The Nature Challenge also includes Miller Meadow in central suburban Cook County, Caldwell Woods, Bunker Hill Woods in northern Cook County. These are all highly visible sites that the public already enjoys. But there's also untapped potential, and there are many people who aren't taking advantage of our preserves. With this initiative, we hope those who live and work nearby recognize that each of these preserves is a community asset, literally a natural resource. The forest preserves are a photographic studio, a classroom, a flower show. They provide an opportunity for visitors to have a family reunion, to go on a long bike ride or a quiet walk. Most of all, they're a gateway to the natural world, where native plants and animals thrive. The Forest Preserve has been piloting this concept behind the Nature Challenge with our Better Beaubien initiative at Beaubien Woods on Chicago's far south side. We've been improving the site, clearing out invasive species, and offering more programs. At the same time, our team has been forging connections with community groups, nonprofits, schools, government agencies, and local residents. At Beaubien, we've been building these relationships, and we're taking the investment to another level. Regional and local groups are holding their own events in the preserves, volunteering in restoration efforts, offering tours, applying for grants for new amenities, and more. That's the kind of momentum we're looking to build with the Nature Challenge initiative. For the communities surrounding our Nature Challenge sites, this is your local forest preserve. We want you to get every benefit you can from this public land. We're making an investment in these 3 locations, and we challenge you to join us. Thank you. Arnold?
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
It is a pleasure to be with you. It's a little chilly, but we are in a beautiful place here in Sauk Trail Woods, and so I am thrilled to be here with you. And we are in a wonderful spot here in the southern part of Cook County. This preserve is more than 1,100 acres of natural lands with 3.5-mile paved loop trail and a 29-acre lake, which you see behind us, where you can fish or bird watch on a critical stop for migratory birds. You can walk through the woods and see ancient oaks and a mountain mint, and you can find sedges and aster among the ravines. It's a special place, just like each of the Connecting People to Nature Challenge sites are. On Chicago's northwest side, the 20-mile North Branch Trail system runs through flat woods, floodplain forests, and an open savanna at Caldwell Woods and Bunker Hill. For recreation, there's a sledding hill, which has been very heavily used this year, one of the Forest Preserve's aquatic centers, and a former winter sports warming shelter that we are renovating into a wellness and welcome center. Among the woodlands at Prairie at Miller Meadow in the western suburbs, visitors will find a model airplane flying field, an off-leash dog area, and picnic sites, along with a 1.7-mile paved loop trail. This year, we're opening a new kayak and canoe launch along the Des Plaines River, which forms the preserve's eastern boundary. The Nature Challenge Initiative is a nearly $1 million investment by the Forest Preserves toward the kinds of improvements that we're making all across Cook County, but we're focusing on these 3 sites as well. Ecological restoration work has already begun at key locations at each Nature Challenge site to clear out invasive species, open up sight lines, and reintroduce native plants. I hope that you saw some of that work as you drove in today. New signs will be installed to make the preserve easier to navigate and give information about the nature around you. This spring, which is coming soon, hopefully, the Forest Preserves will start an outreach campaign in the neighborhoods and towns that surround each of these sites. So we're going to outreach to these local communities, spreading the word about the preserves and listening to resident input for other improvements. So we want to work very closely with these communities. The first public outreach meeting is already planned right here for Sauk Trail Woods at Dining on the Green on March 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. That is being hosted by the Village of Park Forest, and I want to thank them for their partnership. In the following weeks, we'll hold kickoff events for both Miller Meadow and Caldwell Woods. What we will learn at these meetings over several months will help guide the Forest Preserves as we create a broader set of programs at the Nature Challenge sites. Anything from nature hikes to arts and crafts to special events for seniors or young kids. At the heart of it, this challenge is to make nature part of a regular routine at your local Forest Preserves. For local residents, we want to challenge you to bike or run or take a walk on a trail. We challenge you to find your favorite spot, maybe visit it regularly throughout the year and see how it changes through the seasons. We challenge you to come out to one of our events and bring your family and friends. For local groups, we challenge you to join us in finding new ways to keep using and improving these sites. For example, have your local Boy Scout pancake breakfast here, or talk with us about a river cleanup day. Teachers, bring an art class out for a field trip, or book clubs. Schedule a session this summer at a picnic grove. Everyone in the Forest Preserves is welcome. We look forward to connecting with an even deeper sense of community surrounding our Nature Challenge sites. Thank you, and thank you for being here.
Are you going to speak? Come on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Homewood Science Center is a nonprofit community science center founded by the Village of Homewood to serve as a hub for STEM education and workforce development in South Cook County. And we are so proud to partner with the Forest Preserves of Cook County on environmental education programming. They are great about reaching out to the community. They've participated in several of our community events over the years. They actually come to the Science Center in Homewood once a month to engage with children and families there. And Stephen DeFalco of the Sandridge Nature Center will be featured presenter at the March 15th meeting of our Chicago Southland STEM Network. So he'll be talking about the preserve's free outreach and on-site programs. If you're interested in hearing Stephen talk, you're welcome to register at our website. It's homewoodsciencecenter.org. We'd love to have you there. In addition to coming out into the community, the Forest Preserves also welcome our students to wonderful outdoor classrooms like this. Last spring, the Forest Preserves hosted our Girls STEAM Success Club program and their families at a family field trip right here at Sauk Trail Woods. It was a wonderful day for our students. So we are so excited about the Nature Challenge initiative. The additional resources and intention invested will only make our preserves even better places for local individuals and families to get out and enjoy and learn about the natural world.